How you been, huh? Where have you been? Actually, where have I been? It's my fault. I have not been vlogging. I've been a terrible vlogger, and I apologize. Anyway, welcome to my new office. I've got a new little office, nice little microphone now. I've got like a beard thing here. I kind of look like Iron Man's retarded brother. But today, I wanted to talk to you guys. Today is a big day. Today is the death of, or actually I think it was like 15 hours ago, Muhammad Ali has passed. And I kind of wanted to talk about that because he really, he's a really big deal. And one of my most favorite moments so far in life was with Muhammad Ali. I actually got to produce the Parkinson spots for him and the Michael J. Fox Foundation, and it was one of the highlights of my life. So I kind of want to tell you about this. I thought it was, it's a pretty cool story I wanted to share with you. Hope you guys have been well. Back in 2001, I got a call, my partners and I got a call from the Michael J. Fox Foundation saying, hey, want to know if you guys would produce Parkinson spots for Michael J. And we were like, yeah. And they said, well, there wasn't any pay, but, we'd pay for all the gear and your travel and everything. We're like, of course, it's a good cause. I loved Michael J. Fox. I still do. I love Michael J. Fox. The Back to the Future movies are the first one was like one of my favorite comedies. And then about a week later, they said, hey, something big's come up. Muhammad Ali may be coming to the shoot. And we were like, what? I remember I was like, Muhammad Ali? Anyway, growing up as a kid, now I'm a lot older than you guys, back when I was about 10, I remember being at my Uncle George's house with my dad, and the fights would be on, and Muhammad Ali would come on. He was so cocky, and he was so good that he, you loved watching him, but secretly, my dad, we all kind of wanted to see him lose because because he was so cocky, but we didn't really want him to lose. We just he was so, when somebody's so confident, you want to see him lose. But when he did finally lose, you felt bad and you loved him. And I mean, the guy is just an icon. The guy is bigger than life. So to know that we're going to get to be on set with him, I just was like, man, this is going to be a big deal. I remember telling my little brother Josh, he was like, bro, I want to meet Muhammad Ali. I said, cool, we'll make you a PA. We'll put you on set. So I remember the day we were flying to Arizona. It was Muhammad was doing fight night, and we were going to shoot in a hotel room. We were going to set it up like in the lobby somewhere with Michael J. Fox and tons of security. And I remember my brother was supposed to meet us at the LAX the next morning, and my brother called. I remember calling my brother like, "Where are you?" He says, "Bro, I'm in the hospital. My appendix burst." I was like, "Oh God, this sucks." So I'm like, "All right, no worries. I'll tell Muhammad hi for you." And he's like, "Oh," because he wanted to meet him so bad. So anyway, I get to the set, and I remember when I met Michael J. Fox, I was like, "Wow, I'd actually worked with Michael before, but still, I was always enamored with the big movie stars. Even to this day, when I see one, I'm like, wow." That's so-and-so. But anyway, so I was hanging there talking to Michael J. Fox, and we were talking to, I think, Pat O'Brien from Access Hollywood was there. And I'll never forget, everyone's talking, and all of a sudden the doors open up. And who is it? It's Muhammad Ali. He walks into the back of the room, and we're all just like, even Michael J. Fox was like, we're all like, wow. So Michael J. came, or Muhammad came walking up, and I remember one of the first things he said to me. He said, you call me nigga? I said, what? He says, you call me nigga? I said, I didn't call you. I'm already nervous, right? Like meeting him, right? So I'm already like on edge. I'm like, what? No, what made you say that? I didn't call you. And the guy next to him, what was his name? Oh God, I'm forgetting his name. Howard Bingham. That's it. So I remember his buddy next to him, Howard Bingham, said, man, Ali is just messing with you. And I was just like, and I look over and Ali starts laughing. I'm like, oh, this is how this is going down. All right. So I remember telling Ali, I was like, man, my little brother Josh, he really wanted to meet you, and his appendix burst, and he's in the hospital. Now, keep in mind, we've got a busy day. We got lots of shoots to do, all these things to do, and he's ultra famous, and everyone's trying to just talk to the guy for 2 seconds. And Muhammad says, give me a pen and piece of paper. I'm like, what? He says, give me a pen and a piece of paper. So all right, we go and get him a pen, a pencil, and a piece of paper, and he starts drawing like this picture. Now keep in mind he's got Parkinson's, he's shaking, but he's doing his best to do this drawing. And he's drawing a boat, and then a lighthouse, and then the water, and then the birds, and and I'm sitting there watching this. I'm going, oh my God, is he doing this for my brother? I remember we're all kind of watching. We spent like probably about 15 minutes on this thing. Not a whole lot of time, but that was a lot of time to Muhammad, right? And I'm like, man, this is so cool that he's doing this. And he looked over me and he said, what's your brother's name? And I almost said, his name is Chad. I sort of, it was like, I said, his name is Josh. And he wrote, to Josh from Muhammad. And I was just like, wow, right? I mean, I couldn't believe like he was that gracious and he did that for me. And it was really cool. We tried to call him too. Mom was like, call your brother. And I called him and he didn't pick up. But the fact that he did all that for me, who am I? I'm nobody, right? And then my brother, he's even a bigger nobody. No, just kidding. No, my brother's watching, so I'm sure he's going to see this. He's going to be like, screw you. No, seriously, like, who am I? Like, why would he do this for me and my brother, right? But he did. And I was always touched by that. And you always hear all this stuff, oh, Muslims, they're evil. Dude, forget all that race, religion stuff, man. At the end of the day, we're all just human. And to see him do that, it touched me. And I remember, like, giving that to my brother. Kind of a funny story. Actually, years later, I called my brother. I went to it was at a autograph shop in Vegas. I think it was at the Caesar's Palace. There's one in there. I remember talking to a guy and I said, whose autographs are worth a lot? And they said, well, Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, Muhammad Ali. And I said, oh, what are Ali's pictures worth when he does the pictures? They said, sir, he doesn't do pictures. And I said, well, he did one for my brother. And he says, does your brother want to sell that? And I said, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, well, what do you think that's worth? And he said, it's probably worth, $5,000 to $7,000. I was like, oh my God. I remember calling my brother saying, bro, where's that picture I gave you? He said, oh, it's in a folder underneath my mattress. I'm like, what? That thing's like worth $5,000 to $7,000. He's like, what? So he ended up getting it framed, beautiful frame, and a nice picture next to it, and like the sun, he got the sunglass on it to where the sun can't damage it and stuff. So he ended up getting a frame. But isn't that crazy? Like when he was alive, that's how much that picture was. And you know what? To me, it kind of made sense because after working with him and seeing what a great human being he is, made me realize, like, man, dude, I wish everybody could be have that kind of humility and bring that much to the world. So anyway, I wanted to do a vlog today because of Muhammad. I mean, like, thank you, Muhammad Ali, and I hope wish you and your family the best. I wish the family the best, and may you rest in peace. I really, I'll never forget that. And anyway, I time is so short. I mean, I still can't believe he was 74. I mean, he seemed like he'd done so much in his life, and to be like fighting Parkinson's for those decades, I thought he was like in his 80s, but he's only 74, which goes to show what an impact he made at such a young age. So anyway, guys, that's my story. I hope you all are doing well. Leave me any comments below if you want about Muhammad. I'd love to hear them. If you've met him, if you like him, if you know him, if any thoughts or good things you have about him. And hope to talk and see more of you guys soon. I've been busy. Sorry I haven't been doing Clip Critics or my vlogs or anything like that. Working on a new company with a bunch of big YouTubers. We're trying to help creators make more money. It's called Social Blue Book. So that's why I haven't been very active in my YouTube social media stuff. So anyway, guys, good to talk to you. Muhammad Ali family, God bless. And hope you're in my prayers. Even though I don't really pray, but I will pray for you.